I knew it!
God damn it. Dirty Diana. No.
I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony with her glowing, gold-eyed stare upon me. I opened my mouth to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away.
Uh-huh. What did you come here to take away then?
By the way, how was it exactly? Demons are the best lovers, after all.
Ain't none of your business.
I glared.
What do you want, Diana?
Well, I wanted to extend a deal to you. I promise you'll like it.
We haven't liked any of your deals so far. How is this one supposed to change our mind?
I don't want any deals with you.
Not even to make Damien human?
Alright, well maybe that one.
Shit.
I'm not giving you the boys.
I'm not asking for the boys this time. Ugh.
Okay, jeez.
So then what are you asking
Who's getting
for?
huffy now? I stared dumbfounded as I looked at Diana. She rubbed her temple, clearly annoyed. I'm annoyed. You're the one who's been coming in.
We're annoyed.
This whole trip has been a waste of my time and energy. All I want to do is go back home and take over my kingdom.
No,
Fair enough.
I mean, fair enough, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Then why don't you?
Because I need more energy if I want to even try to defend my home from that maniac demon lord. I may be brilliant, but I'm not exactly fortified to fight him.
I mean, I could try to give you some RPG tips.
Who are you asking to sleep with?
Is it me or is it Damien? I pressed my lips together in a flat line, not sure what Diana was wanting.
Then I'm listening.
I'm willing to turn Damien human if you're willing to give me your energy and his.
Oh, so the answer is both of us.
Wait, what?
Simple, really. Give me the magic you're holstering in your body and let me take Damien's, and I'll be on my way, and you'll get a human boyfriend. A boring, plain, human boyfriend.
I couldn't believe my ears. Was Diana really offering this deal to me?
How would you take this energy?
Can't they do it just through like a hand or something?
From you, a simple kiss will do.
Imagine how much energy she
him.
needs
That's a different story.
Oh, sure.
to, one, get back home to another dimension,
Eh.
and two, turn a demon human.
Okay, how the hell did their grandpa bring them here then, though?
Well, clearly we know Grandpa was up to something.
What do you mean?
I have to sleep with him.
Of course.
Jeez.
I almost lunged at her. She must have been joking. Her sleep with him? No way in hell. Diana held up her hands in defense.
What you humans don't understand is how we demons work. A touch is a mere sip of energy, while sex is a pure energy transfero. Perfect for humans. A really passionate love-making session would drain any demon of their energy.
Uh-huh.
Like demon to demon? Because I don't think demon to human works that way.
I think she's talking demon to demon.
But he's...
Yes, he's your man, but I need the energy and you want him to get his wish. We both win, get it? I'll even throw in a memory spell. He won't even remember it.
This feels very suspect.
That only makes it more weird to me.
Yeah. I grew enraged. How was she okay with this? How did she expect me to be okay with this?
But what if he doesn't want it? I'm not gonna let you rape...
If Damien doesn't want it. Silly girl, do you not understand what he's willing to do for his humanity?
That's still coercion. I froze. Diana smirked. In coercion.
I don't like this.
He's willing to have sex with me. He just won't say yes in front of you because he doesn't want to hurt you. It's rather pathetic.
I couldn't believe my ears. Was it the truth? No way. It couldn't be. Yet, at the same time, this made sense. This is why Damien was so silent the first time she asked him. Was it truly because he didn't want to hurt me, or was he actually not willing? Diana's voice broke my thoughts.
By the way, I'm not a total bitch if that's what you're thinking. I will ask him first before doing anything.
That's still coercion! What? She was going to ask him. Why?
You'll ask him? What if he actually doesn't want sex with you for his humanity?
If he says no, I'll just toss him back here and not change him. I'm not willing to do it with someone who will say no to me.
The way she talked about this deal annoyed me to no end. This was definitely a business deal, but this deal tore at my chest. Let him sleep with her and he'll become human. Don't and he'll remain a demon. Look,
Okay, hear me out.
I want him to become a human.
Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Damien wants to be human more than anything in the world.
Oh no, I agree. No, here's the thing. The thing that bothers me. I don't care if they have sex. That's not what bothers me. It's the fact that she's basically like, if you have sex with me, I will give you the thing that you want more than anything else in your entire life. That's what bothers me. I don't really give a shit about them actually having sex.
Well, hang on. Hear me out here.
Uh-huh.
I'm not done yet.
Uh-huh.
This is a romance game.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a way to fix this that doesn't involve cheating on us. There has to be another way.
I don't think there is.
I want to have faith that Damien will find it. I want to at least give him the chance to get his wish.
Yeah.
So we're gonna let her.
Oh, okay, that's what you were saying. I thought you were saying we weren't going to. Like, he was gonna find some way to do it, like, without that.
No.
Okay.
I meant find a way to transfer the energy without having sex with her.
Oh, okay, I thought you were like, he was just, like, somehow going to magically find some other person in the universe who's gonna be able to turn him human. And I'm like, I don't think it's really possible in this case. Well, I mean, it could be
most certainly not what I meant.
Okay. So we're on the same, we're on the same page then.
Okay, so we're gonna let her.
Damien's face popped in my memory, reminding me of his desperate wish to become a human. I was able to grant it to him right here. Diana was a cruel woman. Agreed.
Fine.
Fine. Meaning you'll agree to my terms.
I agree to your terms.
Beautiful. Now.
Diana slid down from the railing and walked to me, gently running a finger up my neck to under my chin.
Your energy first.
I closed my eyes, not wanting to look at her as she kissed me. The kiss wasn't unpleasant by any means. In fact, I felt myself melting into the kiss more than I wanted. Every single nerve in my body tinkled as energy spiraled up my entire being and into Diana's kiss. Soon, I felt a little weaker and a little more vulnerable than I was before. Diana pulled away and smiled down at me.
Such an interesting human girl. Sad to see you give up your powers so easily.
It's for Damien.
Right. Now, speaking of the bastard's son...
I gotta wake him up. Wait or don't say anything. What does that mean?
I think that means don't stop her,
Oh.
and that means wait, don't do it.
Oh, okay. Let's not say anything then. Diana walked into the bedroom and towards Damien, looking down at his sleeping figure.
Oh, such a sweet thing.
We know! Trust us! We know!
We're aware.
How are you going to...
I'll enthrall him, take his energy, cleanse his body, make him forget, and then cast the human spell when he goes back to sleep. Simple, really.
Oh, so simple.
That's it?
That's it. I'll make sure there's no trace of me when I'm done.
Just do it before I change my mind.
As you wish.
I wish that he at least could, like, wake up. Alright, she's at least gonna wake him up first and tell him and then be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. They went over this that he has to actually say yes. I'm still very bothered.
It's kind of dubious consent.
This is very dubious consent. Diana chuckled before snapping her fingers, making Damien vanish from my bed. I instinctively panicked, but caught a hold of myself, remembering what was going on.
Remember to bring him back.
I will. A demon never goes back on their word.
It's true, Black Butler and Supernatural taught me that.
That's just demon lore in general.
And with that, Diana vanished. I felt my stomach churn in disgusting patterns at the thought of Diana with Damien. However, before I could even flex a muscle, Diana reappeared, adjusting her hair back to normal. That was quick. Jeez.
Magic.
What?
Magic sex.
What? Oh.
Diana let out a small laugh as I raised an eyebrow.
I brought into an isolated tear between our worlds. There, time moves much faster than in reality, so I was able to take what I needed to be done.
Diana snapped her fingers, making Damien reappear in my bed as if he never left.
And there he is, clean and human.
Are you sure?
I quickly ran to Damien's side, not sure what else to say. Diana sighed and popped a hip while crossing her arms at me.
Pity. Damien had so much potential, even for a bastard son.
It wasn't who he was meant to be.
Can you?
Bye. Before I could speak, Diana vanished into the air, leaving me alone with Damien. I looked around, a little paranoid should she just be hiding. But as I clarified to myself that she was gone, I looked to Damien and brushed a strand of hair from his face.
What were we gonna ask her?
I don't know! Like, are you sure? Ah!
Can you just leave now? Is that what I'm
Can
saying?
you get the fuck out of my bedroom?
Fuck out.
Human.
Something about this was bittersweet. He got what he wanted, but he had to sleep with Diana to get it. I slipped back under the covers and into Damien's arms, feeling him unconsciously hold me close to him. I cuddled close, letting sleep take over my mind. Morning had come, and I was well awake before Damien. He was still in my arms, sleeping peacefully as if nothing had happened.
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh boy. One thing was certain, though. He was human.
How do you know?
I looked at him. He was no longer a demon. He was a human, as he wanted, and I could tell this by solely looking at him.
I feel like this should have been verified before she left.
Probably. I waited for Damien to wake, waited for him to realize that he no longer had magic. I didn't have to wait long. Damien slowly opened his eyes, stretching and arousing up. I held my breath, waiting for him to make the realization. He wouldn't be able to read my mind. He wouldn't be able to use his magic. Damien's eyes landed on me and his face grew a happy smile.
More...
His voice instantly grew silent as he stared at me. His smile suddenly fading into a look of shock. I'm getting emotional. His mouth opened, but his eyes showed his speechless surprise. Damien couldn't read my thoughts. Damien sat up slowly.
Damien slowly sat up, keeping his eyes on me as if he was trying to figure out if he was in a dream. I gave a little smile to him. It was almost too cute to see him like this.
It is too cute!
Damien brought a hand to my face and ran it over my cheek. I closed my eyes, feeling its warmth.
I can't read your mind. I don't have magic anymore.
He's so excited! I've never heard him so excited! Oh my god! I have never heard him sound so excited!
I opened my eyes again, smiling at Damien's surprised expression now.
We get a CG.
In exchange for my magic and energy, Diana gave you your humanity.
I stared, going almost frightful as Damien's eyes began to water. His hand on my cheek lightly began to tremble. I didn't know if he was angry or happy, so I prepared for the former. I wasn't expecting him to grab me and hug me tight enough to press the air out of me. I gasped as I felt Damien hold me close and tightly. He was trembling, which only increased my fear. What melted my heart was the sound of Damien weeping into my shoulder.
I'm human. You made me human.
I wrapped my arms around Damien, burying my face in his shoulder and nodding.
You're human now, Damien.
Thank you.
Damien pulled away slightly and pulled me into a kiss, one that was passionate and full of love. I imagined it to be one of the greatest kisses of all mankind, for Damien's love filled every part of me. I was happy. The rest of the story can almost be passed over. With Diana gone, my life returned to normal, with school and my friends not remembering what had happened. It was as if magic never even appeared in my world. One thing was for certain, however. Damien loved me, and I loved him just as much. We had promised our lives to each other, and nothing was going to take that away from us, not even time itself. Our love was so powerful, it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning.
What a way to wake up!
What was even better was that Damien was truly happy. He was human, as he always wanted, and he showed me his gratitude every day. The other boys decided to leave of their own accord. They knew that my future would only need Damien at my side, so they decided to start their own lives in the human world. Damien understood perfectly, wishing his brothers the best. Besides, Damien was human now, and he had found someone to care for. His brothers didn't need to worry about him now that he was caring for me. I felt bad as well for being closer to Damien than the others, but they reassured me that I was okay, and that they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. Friendship! They made me promise, however, that I would love Damien for as long as we lived, and that promise was instantly given. But what of my future? Well, it was kind of made for me. Before I graduated, James decided to step into the light of the Anderson Toys Company.
What?
And with the help of his demon powers, and leadership charisma, he managed to influence not only the entire board, but my father as well into letting him run for CEO. I was beyond shocked. How James managed to do all that was beyond me, but when the vote was called, James had taken over the company I was destined to have.
Well, we didn't really want it anyway.
Yeah, we didn't. He vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and helped the company become an even grander company. For a demon, it was simple to make a company grand. My grandfather would have been proud to see how James helped it shine. Repaying him for bringing them into the human world. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into the corner. I would choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help James build the company? Did I want to venture off on my own? Damien reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do. He was grateful. He was grateful too, but I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. One morning, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took in all that had happened as if it was all a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It all was surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think it could have all been a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that it was all real. The demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled as I held my hands to my chest, relishing in the feelings dancing within my soul.
Are you okay?
Oh, he hadn't talked in a really long time. Oh. Oh.
Hi, precious. I looked up at last to see Damien in the doorway, smiling at me. I smiled back.
I was just thinking.
Oh? What about?
I was just remembering how we met and
And all that
And
shit.
stuff.
Really now?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything.
I smiled in reassurance at my own words. Everything I went through, everything I did for Damien, I'd do it again and 10 times over. Damien walked over and sat beside me, wrapping an arm around my shoulders.
You wouldn't change anything?
No.
Damien looked at me with almost a knowing smile. He knew something, I just didn't know what.
I know about the real deal that made me human.
Oh.
Oh.
And you tell us this like years later?
I instantly felt myself go pale. He knew? How? Diana had put a spell on his memories to make him forget.
Well,
Well, what do you mean?
he
Damien
probably
stood up
knew the process.
and walked to my window, staring out it.
My humanity in exchange for your energy and mine.
I quickly stood up.
Damien,
I know that you agreed to let Diana take my energy if she agreed to remove my memories and make me human.
Damien. I walked over and tried to reach out to him. I felt myself stop before even touching him. The choice was coming back to haunt me. I felt hopeless and powerless. I didn't know what to do. My heart was ripping itself in two. However, Damien looked to me with a smile.
Well, Diana didn't make me have sex with her.
I knew it! What?
That was a late reaction.
God,
I
I
knew
took
there had
it-
to be a way.
Ow. My shoulder.
I punched my sister, I'm sorry.
what?
I looked to Damien, raising an eyebrow as he wrapped an arm around my waist and pulled me to his body.
She took my energy, yes, but through a ritual. Demons don't completely lose their energy through sex. So she decided I was not worth the lay and simply put me through a draining ritual, used only for demons who are going to be executed.
She's like, you're not worth it,
Not
honey.
worth it.
She's like, I could get 10 times better back home.
But she made a deal.
She didn't have to remove memories if she didn't have sex with me. She still kept to her word.
Why didn't you say anything?
Why did you wait 3 years?
I was completely dumbfounded. I was played. I was completely and utterly played.
It's been like 3 years.
That bitch! Damien laughed at the obvious anger on my face, pulling me close and leaning his forehead on mine.
If you
Still, to think you'd make me sleep with her just to get my humanity.
Oh God, now I feel bad.
You wanted to be human, and there was no other way I could think of.
Damien kissed my forehead.
No. There wasn't any other way.
I'm sorry.
Damien lifted my chin, making me look up at him. I felt completely guilty. I let him be taken over by Diana, and he could have slept with her, all for his humanity.
Why did you wait 3 years to tell us? You knew it would eat us up.
Don't be sorry. You wanted me to be happy. If anything, you sacrificed a lot more than I could have.
Why did you just let me suffer? I pressed my lips together, not wanting to feel more guilt. I knew he was trying to make me feel better. I felt utterly gross for letting that choice happen. Damien laughed before he kissed my cheek, making my guilt slightly shudder.
I understand why, okay? Please, don't beat yourself up over this.
I felt tears running down. I was going to say cheeks running down my cheeks, and that is not something I want to be picturing. I felt tears run down my cheeks. I didn't even deserve to be held by him. I felt sick to my stomach at myself. I tried to pull away, but Damien held me tighter, not letting me get away.
No, let go.
Hey, calm down.
Damien pulled me closer, pulling my head to his chest and trying to soothe my crying. I gripped onto him, conflicted at myself. I wanted to get away from him, but I needed to hold him.
Diana thought you were very brave to make that decision. She respected you for making that kind of sacrifice. It's not easy to give the one you love away like that for their happiness.
Damien lifted my head once again, a world of love within his eyes.
I love you so much. I don't deserve your love at all. You gave me everything. You made me human. For that, I can never repay you.
Damien! Before I could finish, Damien pulled me into a kiss. It reminded me of all the love we shared, and all the love we would share together. I gripped onto his shoulders as he held me close. I pulled away from the kiss slowly, looking up at him, still slightly pained and guilt.
You forgive me?
Aw! Damien smiled and lifted me up, wrapping his arms around my waist and looking up at me with the happiest and most loving smile on his face.
A lifetime with the woman I love is well worth forgiving you.
But you let me suffer for 3 years, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess that was your revenge. I felt a large smile grow on my face, happy tears now painting over my cheeks.
I love you, Damien.
I love you too.
I didn't want to wake up if this was indeed a dream. I felt light as a feather, not wanting to ever let go of this man in my life. There were no words that could describe the emotions within me. I felt joy, happiness, ecstatic high all at once. Here I was, with the man I would be with forever, holding me like I was his greatest treasure. The past was behind us. We had a future to meet. And that was my happily ever after.
What? New password unlocked? Demon War?
What?
That does that mean?
What the fuck is that for?
Password? There's gotta be some like bonuses or extras or something.
Password?
Like there's gotta be like an extras section or something. Are those the credits? This is less hard rock than the opening.
Innocence, ignorance. Tell me, did you get your way? Sing your sweet.
The singer sounds familiar.
Bear the burden of the choices that you made. Go on, chase the morning with your heart. The worst is over now. You're moving on. 'Cause in the end, when your story's over, then you'll love the path you've walked on all alone. Fly high, let your fingers touch the sky.
The voice of Andrew got cast in an actual dub recently.
Say what?
Yeah.
Left to write.
Dang.
Be free to explore the life you see.
Who the hell are half these people? I'm sorry.
Love you carry.
I mean the characters, not the cast, the characters.
I know. Sorry about the thunder. Kay, Eris, Lily,
Gaku.
There's Miss Gordon,
Tiffy.
Gaku, Tiffy, Sirona,
Simon Tabby.
Simon Tabby, extras.
Who are you people?
Find regret inside. Don't let the pain take over your life. Soon you will see.
Oh, it's her.
That's what I thought.
You are free. Take the future in your hands.
I thought it sounded like her.
now. It's in your sight. Go on. There's no better time to start. Your path is clearer now. Urging you
we're Kickstarter backers too.
Aww.
Fly high, feel the wind blow as you fly. Your journey's not yet over. There's 100 battles left to fight. Be free to be who you want to be. Love, you have just one life only. Know the choices that you make are right.
What?
Why would you put that there?
Please just don't ask.
Why would you?
What? I feel like I'm missing something here.
Alright. I don't know about crab. Okay, look, I don't know about crab nipples or Richard's pickles, but there are animals that have barbed dicks, so I'm confused.
To embrace the love you carry, know the choices that you made were right.
Well, that was Seduce Me on Damien's route. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.